Hello, online crew. Welcome to today's live where I'm going to share with you some of the latest Facebook and Instagram issues that you may or may not be experiencing. I'm hoping not, but there's always some kind of issues that are coming up, and there's some common ones at the moment. So I just want to run through a few of them, and if you're experiencing them, giving you some ways to troubleshoot through them. So every now and again, I like to sort of recognize what's going on in the land of social media with Facebook and Instagram, and there can be some really challenging issues and bugs that sort of come up, and sometimes you come across them and it's like, oh, what's wrong, and it's not actually you. It's a it's a bug of some sort that's going around. So I just want to share. Obviously, I can't go through all the things, but I do want to highlight some that are going around at the moment. So I hope this will be helpful to you. Well, what I hope is that you're not experiencing any of these issues. But what I do feel is that if you are building on social media, that it is important to be aware, even if you're not experiencing these issues, that what's around, and if you're speaking to somebody or somebody needs some help with somebody or somebody's complaining about something, if you know about it or you come across it yourself, at least you know how to deal with it. Okay, so if you are here with me live, please say hello. Let me know that you are here. If we have not met before, my name is Helen Martin. I'm your online crew captain. I am here to serve our amazing online crew here of social sellers, network marketers, those of you that are building online, but you want to do it with modern social media strategies and systems. But my whole motto is being a human before a marketer. So if that aligns with you, if that's something that's important to you, to be a human before a marketer, and you don't send those cold messages like, you should join me in my business, and you actually want to do it in an ethically genuine way, then you're in the right spot, because that's how I like to build my business. Okay, so I'm going to get straight into it. Those of you that have found my live, well done, because I am half an hour later than I normally am. I've just spent the last hour and a half hosting a webinar for a mentorship community. So I had to delay my live by a little bit. So if you found me, well done. So this one I've actually experienced myself just in the last week. I don't know whether you have or not, but it is one that is related to music. So if you, particularly stories. So let's just sort of set the scene here in you put a story up, you add some music to it, and then maybe you put some words in it, you post it, and then you get an email saying that it's being flagged for copyright, and then it disappears. And you're like, where the hell did my story go? So I don't know if any of you have experienced that, but if you know you've put a story up and it's disappeared, it could be for that reason. So what's going on at the moment is there's a whole lot of issues that you probably won't hear about on a daily basis, but there are a lot of issues with music licensing with social media platforms, particularly what is called UMG, which is the Universal Music Group. Now, the Universal Music Group just had a contract with TikTok, and that ended on the 31st of January, and they cannot come to an agreement with music licensing rights. So there's all sorts of issues with music over on TikTok because that agreement has expired. So UMG has pulled a lot of their common music from TikTok, that is flowing into Facebook and Instagram. It's all about copyright reasons for the artist being, genuinely or authentically paid when people use their music on the platforms. And so like people like Facebook and Instagram, apparently UMG is now, like, they've got their issues with TikTok, but now it's flowing into Facebook and Instagram. So if you get flagged by this, you'll probably know, because you'll get a notification from Facebook saying the words, UMG has claimed your video because it contains music, audio, or video that belongs to them, and you can dispute it. So if you put a story up that had music on it and it suddenly disappears, and you get a notification or an email or both regarding it, that's what this is all about. So it's to do with music licensing, and you may find that some stories disappear because of that. You'll know, though, because you'll get a notification about it, okay? But that's what that one is all about. It's probably not worth disputing, to be honest. So you just have to find a different track. So we are not to know which music it is attached to or not. It just might be something that you experience moving forward. If it does, just be aware of it and know that, you know, you might want to post what you posted again with different music on it, because it's not all music, it's just some music. Okay. So that's the first one. The second one, there's a glitch at the moment, more so on Instagram than Facebook, but it's a Reels issue. And people are posting Reels with text on it, but then the text completely disappears. So there is a glitch going on with Reels, with wording. So you post it and then you rewatch your reel and go, where the hell did all my wording go? So this is happening quite a lot at the moment. There's 3 ways to navigate that. One is when you do your reel, save it to your camera roll with the words on it before you post it. So if you find you've done a reel, you put words on it, save it to your camera roll before you post it, and then you post it and you go back to it. It's like, where did all my words go? You could repost it because you've saved it with the words on it in your camera roll. So then you can just pick it up and re-upload it. Okay. The second way is to use an app to attach your words, which is something like InShot or CapCut, and you won't lose the wording. So it's only losing the wording when you do it inside the platform. So if you use a third-party tool like InShot or CapCut, particularly for Instagram Reels, you won't lose the wording that way. And you could also use programs like Canva. And so, you know, upload your video to Canva and then put words on it and upload it that way, and you won't lose the words. Hopefully they'll sort that out, but there is a glitch at the moment. A lot of people are losing their words on their Reels after they post it. So that's how you can navigate it. Okay. The third one is related to advertising. So I don't know if you are or you aren't, but if any of you boost posts, like if you've ever boosted a post, you know, previously, have you done that before? Or, you know, every now and again you do it, or you want to do it in the future. Good old Apple has now, this is starting later this month, so very shortly, okay? So later this month, Apple are going to charge a 30% service fee on boosted posts if you do it through Facebook or Instagram, through the Apple apps. Okay, so this is an Apple issue only. But if you boost a post through Facebook or Instagram, through the Facebook app or the Instagram app, you will be charged a 30% service fee. Spit it out. I've been on so many calls today already. A 30% service fee. Now, you can get around it. Meta has given out some advice of how to get around it, and this is the advice. Meta has advised that if you go to facebook.com or instagram.com on your mobile, so go through like your Google browser and go to facebook.com, log in that way and do it, or go to instagram.com and log in that way and do it from your phone, you won't be charged the service fee because it's not through the app. And also, if you use a computer, you won't be charged the service fee. So I mainly, if I'm going to boost something, I do it through my computer anyway. That would be your safer option if you're going to boost anything, so you don't get charged this 30% service fee. Okay, moving forward. It's all to do with being an in-app purchase, according to Apple. Okay? Now, the next one, this is an opportunity for you to opt out of a feature that is being used quite a lot lately. Do you remember when the feature @everyone came in for Facebook groups? It's still a feature now. So if you've got a Facebook group and you do a post, you can do the @ symbol and tag like everyone, and it sends out a notification to everybody in the group. People really started to overuse it, and it annoyed a lot of people. I don't know if you've been caught on the flip side of that, where you've been tagged in posts like in groups that you even forgot that you were even in because you're in too many groups and you just got annoyed by it. So what the latest version of that on business pages and personal profiles is, and you may have seen it, is @highlight or @followers. Have you seen that? If people are using it, you'll get a notification that somebody has, the actual wording is, such and such has highlighted a comment for you to check out. Or such and such, so it'd be the person. Let's say I did it on my business page, or I did it on my personal profile and I put at highlight, or I put at my followers. You would get a notification saying Helen Martin has highlighted a comment for you to check out. Or it might say Helen Martin has mentioned you and other friends in a comment. Now, people are getting really annoyed at this one because people are using it too often. These are privileges to, if you don't know what that means, it means that people get notified. So if you've got a really important post that you want a lot of people to see, your followers, or you want to highlight it to the people that are connected to you, absolutely use it. But do not use it every day. Do not use it constantly, because your followers and the people, that are connected to you are going to get very annoyed at you. Okay? Now, if you're on the receiving end of that, this is how you can turn that off. So I'm not saying this is what you need to do, but if you are already caught up in that and it annoys you, this is how you turn it off. Okay? So you go to your privacy and settings on your phone. So settings and privacy on Facebook. Click on notification settings. Scroll down to tags. Then keep scrolling there until you get to a section that says receive notifications for. And then turn off batch mentions. So they're called batch mentions. So you can turn them off. And you just toggle the button off. Okay, so that's more of a personal one for you, if because people are overusing it. Like people use that at everyone in groups. Okay, so you can turn it off if you want to, and that's how you do it. Okay, and the last one I want to share with you is also iPhone users. There was an update. I just updated my phone just last night to the 17.3.1 version. So if you don't know if that's available to you, you just go to your settings, go to general, go to software update, and then install the update. But in the 17.3 update, there's been a lot of issues with text overlaying. Like there's been some text issues on the platform because of the 17.3 update. So if you go and update your phone now to the 17.3.1 update, that will resolve that issue if you've been experiencing it. You may not, but if you have, the update, as I said, I've just updated mine. It became available to me last night. So as updates become available to you, you do want to, go and update them. So if you don't get notified, again, the procedure is go to settings, go to general, go to software update, and go to install now. So do that on your phones to keep updated with the latest updates in software, because that's where a lot of bugs and things get fixed. Okay. So there's just a few things for you. I don't know, have you experienced any of those? Even if you haven't, if they come up and you're aware of them, just go, oh yeah, Helen talked about that. That's how I fix this. Or yeah, that's quite normal. That's just not me. You know, when something comes up and you think, oh, is this just me? Have I got a huge issue with my Facebook and Instagram? There are sometimes issues that come up that are quite common, that we just have to navigate and work through. And that's just some of them that I wanted to highlight to you. I often get questions about these kind of things. Oh, Helen, I'm experiencing this issue. Have you seen that before? Or, oh yeah, this is happening. That's quite normal. Do this to kind of rectify it. Okay. So short, sharp, and shiny. Been looking at CapCut. My CapCut is a great app, and it gives you a lot of free options for your videos through CapCut. So it's a really good app to use for video editing and words and captions and things like that. And there's a lot of options that are available to you for free. So that's a really good app. Hey, Sharon, good to see you on. Facebook user, thank you for your lovely comment there. Not sure who that was, but thank you for those that they are irritating. So it just gives you some choices to opt out of a few things as well, if that's, what's important to you. So I hope that helps. Every now and again, I'll just come in and update you on those kind of things. So this is my last live video for the week. So I look forward to seeing you guys next week for more training, and I hope you have an amazing weekend.